People are not obligated to suffer your consequences with you.
Hi, it's Brenda from the Goddess Complex LLC. Grabbing coffee, mind you, getting ready to start tarot chat. This part of friendship or even connections in your family bloodlines are actually is what's being severed at this time. This particular false connection or false friendship or even toxic or codependent relationship, friendships, whatever the case may be, even in a workplace relationship, and this has nothing to do with my past work life or past friends, family, or anything of that nature, which I have several times with, but I always talk about this particular issue. People do not have to go down with a sinking ship if they know how to swim or have a yacht of their own. I'm just going to leave it at that. No one is entitled to endure your pain or your bad decisions. No one has to be entitled to suffer with you. Your decision, your judgment, your verdict, your punishment. We want to talk more about this over on Tarot Chats. Oh my God. For our weekend reading, our weekend collective, right quick. And like I said, a lot of people don't understand this type of friendship, relationship, even marriages are on the decline. They're almost obsolete by the first half, maybe the first couple of weeks or couple of months of 2026. I'm gonna say a couple weeks. The message is a couple weeks, and that's from God, the Holy Spirit, and several others. This is what they've been severing. A lot of people have realized they just have a few people to cord cut. So if you are in need of a cord cutting service, candle service, or even prayer service for cord cutting, mind you, I'm grabbing coffee, so excuse me. Make sure you DM me. My prices started $25 and up for cord cutting. It is a melt plating price. God actually warned about this particular tactic that they've been using to not just energy harvest or siphon or whatever, and prolong their stay in people's lives. This is why third-party removal is needed for your marriage, whether you're on the happy end or even on the end that needs a little fixing. This goes for friendships and everything as well. Like I said, I'm not talking about my personal experience. It's out for certain cases, but not the ones that you think. But
big on thoughts.
But also, this particular synthetic, whatever false connection, false soul tie in your friends, family connections, relationships, even past relationships, reconnecting, even though you're even married probably with 20, 30 years or whatever, and then all of a sudden the ex pops up or something of that nature. God is severing that. Archangel Michael severing that. The Holy Spirit is severing that. Every tier of heaven, and the ancestors, everything of heaven. Of course, the ancestors are in heaven as well with everyone else. The ascending masters, everybody's all hands on deck with the angels, are severing false ties, false connection. There are no more karmic bloodlines or karmics, but of course there's some other false. But God is also severing ties with several of the possible connections and different things that lead to false marriages, false friendships, and things prolonging way too long when certain people are supposed to be in your life for a season versus those who are actually in your life. They're supposed to be there for a lifetime. They get blocked or get rerouted out of your life just to come right back in once these faux karmic connection ties, shadow partners, and other different very horrible toxic people try to hold on to you because they're afraid to live. They're afraid to live. They're afraid to be a divine person or being. They're afraid to actually move on to their caliber, especially if they're not trying to ascend and grow. Guess what? They're not meant to be in your life. Well, we'll talk more about this on Tarot Chats in just a moment.